Sometimes you get a feeling, sometimes those feelings are wrong, but sometimes they're right. And when they're right, it kind of feels good. Hi everyone, it's Tiffany with Bearable Traders here to do my recap. I traded mRNA and MU today. Both of them were on my main watch list. They had both gapped up on great volume pre-market, and the price action looked as if the market was open. Those are things that I look for in creating my watch list. So mRNA can be a little bit scary to trade. You have to be careful of your share size. And this week I upped my risk, and so there's a lot of psychology behind doing that. So that's what I was trying to tackle this week, is the psychology behind upping my risk. So I took mRNA as a 5-minute opening range breakup, and you guys know how much I love levels. It pushed up through this 268.63 level really nicely on a decent amount of volume. As you can see right here, it did a bit of an ABCD pattern on the 1-minute chart, and it was breaking the 5-minute high. So as it was making a new 1-minute high, it kind of pulled back, and I took an entry position right here. Now my stop loss was all the way down here at 268.63. I wanted to give this a little bit of room because of the pullbacks on this. I knew it could come back and whip me out. So when it really broke out, I doubled my position, and then I just did not have a great feeling about this breaking through this 273 level, which is also from the daily. So I went all out, and it probably had a lot to do with the fact that I upped my risk and then I doubled my position at the breakout. So it was probably more of a P&L move, but I also really felt like it was going to have a hard time pushing up through this 273 level. And the only thing that I can really explain that, or the only thing I can say about that, is just screen experience, and just sometimes you get a feeling, sometimes those feelings are wrong, but sometimes they're right. And when they're right, it kind of feels good. And here is my MU trade. I traded it as a 5-minute ABCD pattern, also a 5-minute breakout. So this first 5-minute candle was really nice and strong. I saw a bit of a wick to the top side, so I figured it was going to pull back to the VWAP and retest. So when it did, as it opened, you see how nice and strong the volume is at the open, and then as it's consolidating or coming back to retest the VWAP, it did so on low volume. So I was waiting for the breakout. So when it was making a new 1-minute high, I went long, and my stop loss was all the way down here at the VWAP. I wasn't quite sure if it was going to break out, and so because the volume still hadn't came in yet. So I took a starter position, and then when it made a new 1-minute low, I realized it was not ready to break out right at that moment, so I went ahead and got out. I was worried about it forming a head and shoulders here, so I didn't want to get flushed out only to go back up. So I went ahead, cut my loss, and then as it tested this 9 moving average on the 1-minute, and then you have a hammer doji right here, and then a new low. Sorry, you probably can't even see anything now. You have it testing the green line's the 9 moving average on my 1-minute. Here's the hammer right here, and then you can see here the volume started coming in. So I went long, and this time I was fairly confident in the breakout. So I had a really tight risk. I mean, if it lost the 9 on the 1, I was going to get out. So I partialed 25% at this daily level at 80.67, and as it was forming another ABCD pattern on the 1-minute, I doubled my remaining position, and then there were quite a few asks here at this 81 level, so I took another 25% here. And this partial right here was a P&L partial. I should have been more patient with this one. And as you can see, I have another daily level marked right here at this 81.75. It touched it, made a shooting star doji on the 1 minute, decent volume, and made a new low. So I exited everything but 10% of my position there. And then the rest came back and stopped me out at break even, which it also broke back below this this daily level. But that is my MU trade for today. And if you found this video helpful, please hit the like and subscribe button, and I will see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.